If you're still foam rolling your IT band to get rid of that pain, stop. Foam rolling, it might feel like it helps in the moment, but longer term, you might actually be making your iliotibial band syndrome worse and making the pain hang around for longer. But by the end of this video, you're going to know what you can do to fix your knee pain for good. You know the scene. You're lying on the floor with a foam roller, pressing that foam roller into the side of your thigh, trying to make that pain go away. You've been doing it every day for weeks, but nothing's changing. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Foam rolling your IT band is one of the most common mistakes people make, but here's the thing, that's not fixing the real problem. So why doesn't foam rolling work? And what should you do instead? Stick with me because I'm about to break down step by step what you need to know, what you need to do. First though, let's talk about the IT band itself. Most people think that they can loosen it up, much like stretching a tight muscle using the foam roller. But the IT band isn't a muscle. It's a thick band of connective tissue. Think of it like a steel cable instead of a stretchy rubber band. Its job is to stabilize the knee and the hip when you move. It's not designed to stretch. And that pain you feel when you foam roll, that's not your IT band magically loosening up. What you're actually feeling is the nerve endings in the tissue around it being irritated. The compression and irritation caused by the rolling can even cause inflammation, which might make the problem worse over time. That's why foam rolling the IT band doesn't solve the issue, and it's not going after the real cause of your pain. On that note, if you're ready to start fixing the real cause of your IT band syndrome, so that you can finally run pain-free, I've linked a cheat sheet in the description with simple exercises and tips to get you on track with your rehab. So what's the real fix? Instead of focusing on the IT band itself, you need to address the muscles that control it. Two key muscles determine how much tension is placed through your IT band. Tensor fasciae lata, or TFL, at the front of your hip, around the outside, and glute maximus, around the back. If these muscles are weak, tight, or out of balance, they pull unevenly on your IT band and cause pain. So here's how you can fix it. Step 1, strengthen your hips. Focus on building strength in your glutes, especially glute med and glute max. These muscles help to stabilize the hips and the knees, and a couple of simple exercises like side-lying clamshells or resistance band crab walks can go a long way. Just a few minutes a day can make a really big difference. Step 2, release tension held in your TFL. Tensor fasciae lata, that muscle around the front and outside of the hip. If you're going to foam roll anything, foam roll TFL instead of your IT band. The TFL is that small muscle, kind of where your small pocket of your jeans would be, that little coin pocket. That kind of area, if it gets tight, can be easily released through spending just 1 or 2 minutes a day rolling very specifically on that area. You'll feel, if it is tight, that's quite tender, but it does release quite quickly. Step 3 is to figure out what the movement patterns are that have caused the tightness through TFL and causing the irritation around the outside of the knee itself. A lot of the time, it's how the knee moves during exercise determined by what's happening around the hips. So in exercises like squats and running, if your knees tend to collapse inwards, you're putting extra strain through your IT band, which can cause that kind of irritation around the outside of the knee. So practice little single leg squats in front of the mirror, focusing on keeping your knees tracking forwards over your toes. And again, do lots of glute exercises, working on abduction and external rotation to help improve your control of the thigh as you're moving. When you strengthen your glutes and release tension in the TFL and correct those movement patterns, you're not just treating the symptoms, you're finally fixing the root cause of IT band syndrome.